Hey everyone, James Chair from the StarCraft 2 Guidance site, bringing you a quick tactics video on the Viking air unit available to the Terrans in StarCraft 2. So this rather interesting little air unit is produced from the starports, doesn't need anything else to produce it, and yeah, normally it produce well, you normally add a reactor to the starport to be able to produce more than one Viking at once. So they're the standard Terran aircraft, you could say, well as standard as they get anyway. And yeah, basically they got a pretty long-range anti-air attack, do bonus damage versus armoured units, so they're pretty good against capital enemy air units such as battle cruisers, carriers, that sort of stuff, provided that you can attack from maximum range. And also, a rather curious ability as well, apparently it's more practical to have them transform into assault mechs, and then they can target ground units, providing a little bit of damage with a Gatling cannon, than it is to actually affix the Gatling cannons to the nose of the aircraft or anything like that. But yeah, they're not too shabby in that respect as well. So we'll just send them out to attack. There we go. So yes, against things like battlecruisers and all that, yeah, they do pretty well. The battlecruiser would normally be supported by the units, of course, but I'm just talking about, you know, what's the Vikings can be used to counter. They're also pretty useful when playing against the Protosses. Yeah, they can counter their enemy aircraft, provided that you micro them around, kiting as much as possible in order to, you know, reduce the amount of damage you receive. And of course, yeah, you also have to keep in mind that the Protosses most likely be using Colossi that are moving around pretty quickly. But yeah, as you can see, because the Colossi are so tall, there we go. The Vikings, yeah, they can attack them with their anti-air missiles. So yeah, so overall not such a shabby unit, and yeah, when using them against other Terran opponents, given that most of the time the game's going to be revolving around siege tank positions, yeah, you'll need to establish air superiority in order to be able to scout your opponent, use your own air units such as Banshees and all that, and of course, yeah, to provide that extra vision for your tanks to be able to use their weapons range to the well, basically to the maximum range. Well, you use the entire maximum weapons range, should I say. So that's pretty important units there as well. And yeah, when playing against the Zerg, yeah, sometimes it's not such a bad idea to actually get at least one Viking near the beginning of the game in order to snipe their overlords, because yeah, usually they'll might have a few spread around the map, and yeah, if you can snipe them off, you can at least deny them pretty valuable scouting information, and usually you can pay for the Viking itself. So yeah, keep in mind when it's transforming from one mode to another, it still counts as an air unit. So if you're transforming them around anti-air units, then yeah, keep in mind they'll be able to take shots at them while they either transform to mechanized units or to regular units, so we just have to keep that in mind. So yeah, as ground units, so they're not really that great, but they can be used in circumstances to support your ground army, or if in rare circumstances, if you happen to find high ledges near the enemy base or near other critical areas with enemy buildings or units, you can actually land them on top of the cliff, and yeah, then you can just shoot with impunity whatever's below them. So rather interesting tactic to use as well, which yeah, some players do use. Also, when in assault mode, they can be loaded into medevacs, but yeah, normally don't see that happening too much, to say the least. So there you have it. Check out the StarCraft 2 guidance site for more information about using the Vikings, and until next time, this has been Dame to the Bitch, signing off.